Swamiji, can you please explain the importance and significance of temples, visiting temples?
Importance of temples. So temples are, there are many different significances. One aspect is where divinity is invoked in a specific form and prana pratishtha is done there, and so the bhavana is there and some great saint or some great mahatma comes there and does the prana pratishtha. So the feeling of the for the devotee, it is not an idol. For the devotee, it is Bhagwan who is there. So with that bhav, one goes there. So temple visit is more oriented towards emotion. It is not just a mechanical ritualistic act which many people make it out to be. It is invoking love, like it is like how you go to meet a person who is real, who is there, with whom you can talk, with whom you can interact. For the devotee, that is the feeling that Bhagwan is there and one speaks to the Lord. And if our minds are quieter, one can listen to the whisperings from within. The inner voice of conscience also will work. So temple is, one is the emotion part which is invoked. Second is the collective aspect of a temple. Many devotees go there, regular pujas happen there continuously. So there is a collective energy and vibration there in the temple. And it is over, some temples, as you know, are hundreds of years old. So it is a tremendous collective vibration and energy. So when one goes there, it will influence one's body, mind, prana, everything. Whether one knows it or not, when recognizes it or not, it will definitely influence. Today with the methods, some of the, they put all those electrodes and all that, and then they check EEG and all they take. So the brain waves they can measure. With that, you can even find out the impact of all those chantings that are happening there and the quietude that the mind feels. So today, those scientific techniques have come by which one can measure that aspect also. Measure the energy levels also. There, those different meters are there which will measure the energies also. So you can see the energies outside the temple, energy in the temple, energy inside the sanctum. You will find a lot of difference in that. And so one is the energy aspect, the collective energy aspect of it. Fourth, the temple also is supposed to be a center for knowledge, education, inquiry, meditation, expression of art, culture, literature, connecting to the divine. So they were not meant only for doing pujas. Those were meant for people to learn. They are centers of knowledge and learning. Also, fifth, they were centers of service, tremendous service. Whenever the country or the village was hit by a drought or a famine, etc., sometimes the those systems of the king, etc., which was there, the king would always feel that I am a servant of the Lord, who is the Lord of this country or the Lord of this temple, of this village. And so the temple sometimes would also be doing a lot of service, which sometimes the king, etc., also may not be able to do with their wealth, but the temple will do. So they were there. The temples were also means of service, where they would help the people, and not only during difficult times, even regularly. The encouragement to artists, encouragement to study the Veda, the literature, the spiritual practices, they would employ priests, etc., to do that. So many of those aspects of how the knowledge can be given to the next generation, the temple is even meant for that. And most importantly, the temple is a means where I come to surrender my ego. In the world outside, I can do a lot of things with ego, but when I come in front of Bhagwan, I say I am nobody. There is a place exclusively meant where one feels the grandeur of the Lord and the greatness of the Lord, that who am I in front of Bhagwan? I am zero, I am nobody. And that attitude of surrender becomes more easy when one goes to an environment where people go for this type of a spiritual connection with the Lord. So if you see the whole temple structure also, it is built like the Vastu Purusha. It is like a person sleeping. The feet are the doors. Then you come, there is a Dhvaja Stambha. So the 7 chakras will be there. and the heart will be the sanctum sanctorum, the heart of that sleeping person is the sanctum sanctorum. So the temple architecture also is made in such a way that it is to emphasize that you have to evolve as a jiva from the lower chakras to the higher chakra, or you have to evolve whichever path one follows. If you follow the path of bhakti, then you evolve by surrendering to Ishvara. Ishvara is the supreme. If you evolve by the path of knowledge, then you listen, reflect, meditate, and then that is how you will realize the absolute truth. So that way, the temple structure itself is a symbolic representation of the spiritual paths, the different paths that an individual takes. So these are different reasons why the temple is an important aspect.